Island, you will be missed. But we're moving on to bigger and better things, baby. Yo, what is going on, boys? It's your homie Scumbag Tony bringing you another banger video today. As you can probably already tell, we're going to be talking about everything you can expect to see and what's coming up in the next wipe. There's a lot of things that we're going to be talking about here, and I'm going to also show things on the screen, so we're pretty much going to watch and react to things together. Just for the people that are new here, and if you don't know already, we are giving away a Quest 3S Xbox Edition as soon as we hit 15,000 subscribers. The first few steps you need to do to make sure you're entered into this giveaway is just hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. There's also a couple other steps below in the description box. Make sure you read that. That way you know you're entered in to win 100%, and good luck on that giveaway. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet. That way we can get to the good stuff. Let's dive into it. So firstly, let's start with the AMA because I don't really have things to put on screen and show you. As the video goes on though, I will be showing you the sneak peek on the maps, the guns, bosses, everything including the armor, all that stuff. I also did some research on the new guns that they're adding, including the sniper rifle that may be coming in with the new boss, and when he'll be introduced into the game as well, because it won't be right away at the wipe start. Anyway, let's get to this AMA. I only want to talk about things that are going to happen right away or a little bit after the wipe begins. So first and foremost, he talked about the island airdrop. He did say it's going to change a lot. It won't be a container anymore, and I'm assuming that's going to be immediate as far as the random spawn chance, but then in a few weeks after wipe, you'll be able to call it in with a flare gun. Apparently the flare gun is not going to be really hard to get at all. It's going to be the flares itself which are going to be hard to find. I'm sure that they'll have like a static spawn. I hope not though. I hope it's going to be completely random in a random place at a random time, just to make players have to loot more to find these things. Because a lot of people, they just want to run after the static spawn, see if it's there. If it's not there, they keep it pushing. No, you need to loot the map if you want to find these things. For the flares, at least, that's the best way, in my opinion. He also said that they're possibly going to add airdrops onto MK17 as well, but he's not really sure yet. I just thought that I would add that in there because it seems like an important thing that he noted that people would care about, especially for you Maka demons out there. I'm going to need y'all help learning that map, by the way. If you're good at Maka, let me know what the craziest raid you got was. And for everybody else that loves Island as much as I do, he also knows that a lot of people feel the same way. I mean, come on, it's a staple in Tabor, boys. I have high hopes that they know how important that this is to nail this map, and it's for the better. Most of the people that complained about the trees and about the labs campers, I'm guilty of doing that as well. This should change it completely, and I'm extremely excited for that. I can't wait to see what people got on that map because it's going to be huge. The Night Force scopes and combo hollows are going to be fantastic on this map now for sure. Since this map is going to be so much bigger, he did speak about upping the raid timer to an hour. It didn't sound like he was super sure of this time that he gave, but in my opinion, an hour sounds pretty good, especially if the map is that big. And for you Quest 2 boys, don't worry. He did say that they ran it on a Quest 2 with 24 people on the map, and it was running just fine. But they're still doing some fine tuning just to make sure it runs a lot smoother. Oh yeah, and that's also a point. Instead of the regular 12 people that spawn on the map, there's going to be 24 people that could potentially spawn on the map with you. So watch your six. So with 12 people, I'm going to do some math really quick in my head actually. Okay, so there's 12 potential spawns currently on Island of Tabor. So I'm assuming if they're going to double everything, they're going to double that too. So if they are going to continue with that model, it's going to be 24 spawns, which is crazy, bro. We're going to have to learn a lot of spawns, boys. I just hope that they're a little bit distant from each other. Like for example, outside of prison, how you can spawn by the ticket booth, by Squeaky Door, and you can also spawn at that back rock, kind of towards the evac back there. Those two people can really end up fighting each other, or if the one person connects faster than the other, you can have an advantage. I've done it before to people as well. So hopefully they're a little bit further than that. I mean, honestly, it's not too big of a complaint because everybody knows what it is so far. This is why you need to bring smokes and stuff like that, just in case you spawn in a shitty situation and you need to get up out of there. You got to have a plan for everything. So I won't be complaining. If the map is good and everything is running good, I am not mad at all. If they have a couple close spawns that happen every now and then, because it doesn't happen every time now, I'm not going to be mad. It is what it is. We can't complain about everything, boys. I know we like to do that, but let's cut that out. We need to give them props when we need to as well. And since we were talking about scopes, they were speaking about new scopes potentially coming this wipe. The magnifiers will be nice on Island, especially if you could have, imagine a 1 to 8x. That would be insane, because sometimes I like to run an 8x, but I don't really like the top mounted red dot that you need to put on top of that 8x. They have 1 to 8x's in real life, but when you're 1x, it doesn't look as clear. here, but it's really good when you multiply it more than that in real life. So they could add something like that. That'd be cool. But he did say that there's new scopes coming this wipe, which is a big W. I'm extremely excited about that. Ever since they fixed the clarity of the scopes, bro, I got no complaints about them. I love the scopes right now. And also, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but the Beretta M9 is going to be the new gun that's inserted into the game, and we're also going to get it as a wipe reward. But the one you get as a wipe reward is going to be golden. So you might not want to take that into raid. Keep it on your wall for a little bit, let it look pretty. And since we're talking about new guns, let's talk about the new boss that spawns on this map. The crazy part is he's going to have a sniper rifle that you can only get from him. There were talks on the AMA about an MK17 sniper rifle that one of the members asked him about. He said that he can't confirm if that's the one the boss has, but that's something that could potentially be the one that the boss has. So I did some research on it, and it looks like the MK17 is nasty, bro. It pretty much almost looks like a SCAR compact semi-automatic sniper system. So it's going to be semi-automatic. That's crazy. It can shoot 6.5 Creedmoor, 7.62 by 51, and it can also shoot 308. If this is the one that they choose, I'm assuming it will shoot 308 just because it's going to be the big daddy to the AWM, which is crazy because right now the AWM is very powerful, but at least you have to rack the thing every time you shoot it. This thing is going to be semi-automatic with probably a 20-round mag by the looks of it online. This thing is going to be a problem. And you guys already know how accurate these scavs are in this game, bro. I get shot with a pistol from pretty far away, and if I'm not dodging and weaving, bro, he's hitting me every time with iron sights, bro. Like, who is this guy? So imagine a boss with this dangerous sniper rifle, bro. He's going to be dropping Timmies. Like, I really don't think you're going to be able to naked run and get this because how big the map is going to be, it's going to take some time to even get to the guy. I would assume you're going to have to drop this guy from far away. Like, he's probably going to be around trees and all this stuff. I don't know. It's going to be cool. I'm really excited for this, but I hope if it is that nasty, the boss is very hard to kill. Even if you're kitted, he should be hard for you to kill him. That's what I want. These bosses need to be really hard. Mamba, the boss that spawns an island with this sniper, he will not be making his arrival immediately at the wipe. They said it's going to take a couple weeks before he's inserted into the game. But we do got 2 other bosses that we will be talking about soon. And also, we're going to be having a new key card this wipe. It's a one-shot energy key card that unlocks a room in the game, which is cool. I like opening vaults. I like getting special keys to open special places and get special gifts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the key card looks like as well, because they already have a green key card. And as you know, one shot black and green, just like the gum in the game. And this stuff's actually real. I did make an order on some of the one shot. I know a lot of people that like it, but me personally, I do not like this stuff for energy. It has a really bad aftertaste. I heard that it's like an acquired thing that you get. I only tried the green flavor, so I don't know if the other ones are good or not, but I'm pretty picky as well, and that just didn't do it for me. Plus, so what I use for energy, you ask? Oh, say less, bro. I use GFuel, baby. I love having a nice energy drink. They have so many different flavors, and also you can use the code ScumbagTony for 20% off. Would you believe that? I've been using these products for probably around 10 years, bro. Ever since way back in the day when I used to play Call of Duty Wagers, and I still use it today. Right now, my favorite flavor is Hype Sauce. If you're looking to make a purchase, please use my code ScumbagTony. Get yourself 20% off anything in the store. So many flavors, so many options. You will find what you like. Trust me. All right, that's it for the AMA. Now let's talk about this other stuff that we got here, bro. So I got some videos and some pictures and stuff like that for you guys. I feel like I've been talking about Island this whole time. I want to switch it up, and then we're going to come back to Island with the leaks on the map to show you guys the new glimpses of the map that we got, and we could talk about it in detail together. First and foremost, apparently there's a new faction that's breaching into Chodov Mall first. The Zero faction. I don't know if we're going to be able to become part of this faction as well, but really doesn't matter. Factions don't really matter because if you see someone, you're going to shoot them. It's more for the scavs. Pretty much these scavs came into Chodov Mall, took over, and killed scavs and stuff too. You know what I mean? So they took it over. If that's the case though, when you spawn into Chodov Mall and these bosses are here, because it's not one, it's 2 bosses, is the entire mall flooded with Zero faction members because they slaughtered all the other Phoenix. I'm assuming, yeah, that'd be really cool because as soon as you spawn in, everyone on the map is going to know that the bosses are home, which is, can you imagine spawning in and you know that they're there? That's going to be so exciting. Anyway, let's talk about these bosses. The first one we have is Commander Ivanov, and that's the guy that has the LMG, baby. He has the M240 in his hands. It has rails on the side, so we'll be able to add a flashlight to this, no problem. I'm I'm also assuming we'll be able to add an angle grip on this side rail. People are gonna rock it how they rock the collector LMG. It's gonna be the same thing. The drastic news on this gun here, because I don't think anyone knows LMGs like that in here. If you guys do, you're insane. I didn't know. I had to look all this stuff up. This gun is chambered in 7.62 by 51, which is exactly the same as the FAL and the M1 SAS. And we all know if you play Ghost of War, those guns are overpowered. I don't mind them or anything like that, but they really do so much damage. So can you imagine an LMG with probably 200 rounds just blasting at you? So I also wanted to compare it to the M249 and also the XM250. A big spec within these weapons to see which one is the best, in my opinion, is going to be rate of fire. So the M240B has 550 to 650 rounds per minute. The XM250 has a fire rate of 800 rounds per minute. And the only thing I can find about the M249 is that it has about an 850 to 900 RPM on that. So the M240, the new LMG that's going to be introduced into the game, has a slower fire rate, but it has a way bigger round. So in theory, the fire rate should hurt you. But with such a big round, it's not going to take a lot of bullets to put somebody down with this weapon, especially if you decide to load this thing with AP. And also another good thing about this fire rate, since the bullets do so much damage, with a fire rate like this that's about 40% or so slower, I'm not the best at math, this LMG is probably going to be easier to control, which is very, very dangerous. Time will tell. And also on this boss, he has crazy armor on. They said that this armor is going to be better than collector as well, so I'm really excited for that. And he also has a helmet similar to the collector, which is good because I like the clear face shield and all that. I like the helmet a lot. And this chunky armor looks crazy because it has that whole neck shield on the bottom there. Oh, that looks wicked, bro. If you see somebody walking around with this armor, bro, you know if you don't have a crazy gun, you're in trouble. Moving on to his homie, Atra. I think that's how you say it though, low key. Atra. That's a fire name. That's a fire name, I'm not gonna lie. So for our boy Tatra over here, this fool is running a wicked shotgun. It's obviously a drum on there, and we know that the Saiga is kind of dangerous with the drum on it too, especially close range. But for this, we're talking a different beast, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is going to be insane. So I did some research on what kind of shotgun this is, and I found the IRL version of it. So it's called a Striker 12 shotgun. I found a video of our boy James shooting this thing at a range. I'm going to blur it out, but you'll be able to see what's going on in here. Check this out.
All right, we have James on the range with the Striker 12 for the first time.
Oh, Lord, did I have mercy. Okay, this thing is going to be nasty, and I'm sure it's going to make me rage. Imagine running this thing in underground when you're running your green key card and somebody tries to clear the door with an LMG or a spear or anything. They're getting fucked. They're gonna fly across the room and their homies are gonna be shaking in fear, bro. I'm telling you, this thing is gonna be really nasty, and I think people are really underrating what's going on with this shotgun here. Put some slugs in there, bro, it's over with. And he also has some crazy armor on as well. It looks like his helmet probably isn't gonna be the craziest. It doesn't have a face shield at least, but I'm sure if you get hit anywhere else, you'll be fine. But a lot of people are gonna not use this if it doesn't have face protection. People are gonna not really use this that much. You'll probably just rock this helmet with a regular kit because the armor looks fantastic. I think the armor, I don't know if this is going to be still as good as collector or maybe a little bit above collector. Definitely Ivanov's here is going to be better than collector's. Absolutely, you could tell. So something we're going to find out, and I couldn't find anything confirming about that yet. Also, Mamba is a part of this Zeros faction. Expect the same thing on Island. If these guys spawn in on Island, they're going to be all over the place and they're going to be trying to eat your lunch. And also, we got the shotgun being used in this next video. Let's check that out together real quick. God, I love Ghost of War so much, bro. Okay, so let's slow-mo this. Let's walk through really quick. He kills the Timmy up here. Straight savage, no mercy. I don't think that's the shotgun being used. All right, that's one of the minions on the top floor. He just gave that Timmy a headshot real quick. Then we got the boss down low there. That's the boss, right? Looks like the boss is straight up spraying. That's the shotgun. Looks like the boss just absolutely hit this dude's chest with that shotgun there. Look at that, bro. It got blood splattering everywhere, boy. Is that the other one with the LMG on the left side? I can't tell. It gets too blurry. Oh, there we go. Yep. LMG guy on the left, shotgun guy on the right. Confirmed. Let's go. And last but not least, we got one more video, and it actually lets us listen to their voices and stuff like that. Check it out.
Say your prayers. Your time has come.
Ooh, Tatara sound like a demon, boy. Look at him. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm gonna fuck him up, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cooking this guy. I'm cooking this guy. Oh, hold on, boys. we got rails on the helmet. You see that? We got side rails on his helmet there. It's covering his ears, no face shield, but rails on the helmet. It's got an NVG slot in the front as well. I wonder, imagine if you could put flashlights on there or something. That could be crazy. Honestly, a flashlight on your helmet would be insane, bro. If that's not a thing, hopefully they consider it, because they put the rail up there, so I'm sure they thought the same thing I did. All right, boys, now it's time, baby. Let's talk about Island, baby. Let's do this. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is this picture that Scott shared of the advantage sign here. So in every picture or video we look at, our objective here is to look around and see what we find. And I want you guys to do the same thing, because if you guys see something that I missed, you let me know in the comments, because I want to know too, bro. I know people were talking about numbers or some weird stuff on this sign, but bro, they're reaching with that. All I'm looking at pretty much is the surroundings of it, trying to figure out where I'm at on the map, and I can't really tell with this picture, but what I can tell is the trees. Look at the trees, boys. The bottom of the trees, you can't hide in them anymore, it doesn't look like. You're gonna have to use the map in a smart way. You can't just resort to tree camping anymore. Honestly, if you think about it, if Island gets twice as big with twice the amount of people and there's hella trees, bro, it would be a nightmare. So this is a smart move by Ghost of the Boar here. It's a very smart move. They needed to do this, otherwise this map would be a nightmare, I'm telling you. And the map is so big with all these hills and stuff like that, bro, you can get cover. If you're walking around in the open like that, hey, it is what it is. You deserve to die, bro. Now let's get to these little video clips that they kept teasing us with. At the last second of every video they were posting for a while, every short, they were giving us a little picture or video of parts of the map. And as for this one here looks like a little water tower that we can actually walk up to the top of. I'm sure it'll be loot up there. All right, so let's dissect this one by one, boys. So obviously this is a little water tower. It's got steps though, so you can walk up top and loot it, but the layout of it looks like radio. It's got that door on the bottom right. It's got some stairs right there with a window you can see the staircase from, and it's probably got rooms up there. It looks the same as radio. This actually, is this radio? This might be radio. It looks like it. The building itself looks exactly like radio. That's interesting. I didn't think this was radio at first. But also, let's pay attention to the background, boys. Look at the top up there. If that is accessible, the high ground up there, this is going to be very dangerous for you to be looting this and get out of there without getting shot. All right, next up, this one doesn't give us much at all, but it does let us know that they have some containers set up here and some tarps. It almost reminds me of the little NRS area a little bit. This could just be a completely different point in the map. Who knows? I don't think this has anything to do with that NRS area. This is just like another small spot where you can loot and get into fights, because there's a lot of cover here. Even if you get into a long range fight, you can pop a lot of angles just from these crates alone, and you got this tent that can cover you as well. But this really isn't giving us much, so let's move on to the next. All right, here we go, boys. Now we can see a lot more here. So it looks like almost like a little gas station right here on the right, or some sort of like tent right here with maybe a building, but this looks like a gas station to me on the right. And look at the trees, boys. I'm telling you, no more tree camping, baby. You better walk down that street. Let me see your feet. And first of all, look at the top of the hill, bro. Imagine if you're sniping up there. This is gonna be great. I'm so happy, bro. I can't wait. Labs building is gonna be changed a lot more than it shows in this picture, because that is exactly the same as labs right now. But walking up to labs, this is completely different. So I think this is just giving us a glimpse of how the map is gonna look, and this direction of labs is gonna look like this. So that's cool. It just shows us that they're reworking the map here, but labs isn't finished yet. So this one here, what I noticed the most, besides it being so vast and open, is the fog. I know people are worried about the fog. They think it's gonna be trash. I mean, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be cool. But again, look at all these trees, bro. They trimmed all the trees. There's not a campable tree in sight, really. I got nothing but good things to say, fellas. So if you're looking for negativity, it's not gonna be here. This stuff all looks really cool to me, and I can't wait. All right, so check this spot out. This looks like this is definitely not gonna be labs. This is two side-by-side buildings. One of them's completely blown up, but it's gonna be a ton of loot inside of there, it looks like. I think that's 3 levels. There's 3 levels on this building, on the white one. I don't really know what to make of this building on the right. It could be really small, actually. And we also got some equipment in the background there. It looks like they have ladders where you can get up top. I'm sure there's gonna be a scav up there. But also, I really like the environment, boys. Like these crates and all this stuff in the background here, it's gonna make for some crazy fights, bro. These map expansions that they're doing, bro, it's gonna be really good for the game. I did see a while back on another call that Scott did with Scoped, is that eventually even Maka, they want to open up and they want to make the buildings at Maka where you can walk inside and loot them too. All those abandoned buildings that you can't even access right now, imagine them all being open. You can roam it. That would be sick. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the wipe date. A lot of people don't know when it's going to be. I've heard a lot of different things. I heard the 31st, then I heard the 27th, because one of the video files, the ones of the 2 bosses that I showed, the The saved file name was 7/27/25, which could have been a clue because this came out way before that date. Right as they did that and people caught on, the next video that they uploaded, the title of this video file is 8/3/25. They could have did that to throw us off. It could be the 27th, could be the 31st. Those are really the two that I really kind of think it really is going to be. If you guys heard anything, you guys already know, let me know in the comments. Anyway, if anyone from the dev team or Scott or anyone like that watches this video, good job, bro. I expect good things from it. Love your game, bro. Even if I talk shit sometimes and I rage, it is what it is. We all do it. We're gamers. I'll never quit this fucking game. I love it too much, bro. I don't care how much it makes me rage. I don't care. All right, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you made it to the end right now and you haven't liked the video yet, please leave a like, leave a comment as well, because it helps us in the algorithm and helps us grow the channel. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys have a very good wipe. I'll catch you guys later, boys. Peace.